can you tell our viewers the steps as to how they would start? What would be the first thing they need to do in order to come to Greater Westtown?
Well, first you could give us a call. Then you would come in. Usually we have what we call orientations. They are on Tuesdays at 8:45 a.m. where you get an application. You come in. We actually give you a tour of the facility. You get to see a class that's in action, and you fill out an application and kind of start that whole process.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after the orientation, and you say they submit their application, what other steps would they have to take that would go along with them being accepted into the program?
Well, after you come in and fill out an application, we review that, and there's some other assessments that are given. You don't need your diploma or your GED even to participate in this program. You actually only have to have a 6th grade reading and math level.
Wow.
Yeah. And so what happens is you do that, we review the applications, and then you come in for an interview. And after that interview, if things look good and we feel like you're a good fit, at that point we ask you to take a drug test to participate. You do have to be drug-free. We're working in an environment that has dangerous material, saws. They're meant for cutting. They don't care what they cut, if your hand, whatever. And luckily, fortunately, due to our extensive safety training, we have not had an injury in the shop. No one has ever lost a finger or anything like that.
Oh, that's great. I'm going to come back and ask you about the safety issues with the training. But is there an age requirement? I don't know if you mentioned
good
that.
question. 18 and up.
Okay.
18.
So is there a cap?
No, there's no cap. No, but just you have to be 18. The average age range for people are maybe between like 24 and 40, late 40s. But we've had people older, we've had people younger. And in terms of the industry, if you're willing to work, you know, we age 18 and up. I'll just put it that way.
Now, is there a supportive service? Say once a person is enrolled, of course they've been unemployed for quite some time or a while, and they may not have the funds to get back and forth for the training. Is there a supportive service set in place to help them to get back and forth?
Yeah, we do provide a transportation stipend in the form of a bus card or gas card for every participant. So the first week you get there on your own, and then every Friday after that we give you either, if you drive, we'll give you a gas card, and if you're on public transportation, we give you a 7-day bus pass.
So there's no excuse for not being able to get to training.
No, if you are committed and you come, you show up on time, every day, preferably, there's no excuse. You do that. You show that you want to learn. You're not afraid, and we show you. This program is designed for beginners, so people who have had no experience whatsoever. The majority of our participants actually have had no experience, and they come and learn.
Okay, can you tell the viewers a little bit about what happens to a graduate once he's completed the course 100%? What follows afterward? What happens afterwards?
Yeah, so our goal is job placement, full-time job placement. We have employers that are familiar with our program, and employers are always looking for workers, and so it's kind of a thing. We actually have an in-house job developer, and we look at every participant and try to help get them placed in a position that's best suited for where they're at at the point of their training. And so you complete that. We help you work on a resume that's geared towards the industry, and the whole goal is job placement. So right now our average is about 85% placement per class, kind of consistent with that. Some classes we get 100%, others 90. But yeah, it's job placement is the goal.
Okay. How is the ratio in regards to the women and the men in the classes? Is it a balance or is it unbalanced? And if there are women, are they comfortable with what they're doing, or do they feel intimidated? Are they nervous?
Well, lately we've seen in the past several classes, women participants. Years ago, maybe it was something where there were just mostly male classes, but more and more women are coming into the industry. And as far as the training goes, we do a good job of just making everyone feel included. The industry still has a long way to go in terms of a reflection of that world of men and women, and just diversity and inclusion overall, which is something that we're working towards, at least with our employer partners, in terms of making sure that happens. And in terms of in the training, the women usually outperform the men, and it's always good to have that balance in class. Yeah.
Now, my next question, would it be true to say that the manufacturing industry seems to be on the rise now in regards to an increase of the companies coming back? There's more work out there. So with that, give the viewers an idea as to, once they graduated, as to in manufacturing where they'll be placed. Like, is it in furniture, is it in cabinetry, or things like that?
Well, the industry is doing well, better than years, especially like 2008 or in that time period. So what happens is, everywhere you look that you may not think woodworking exists, it exists. Every time you go to a museum, someone designed those exhibits. And many museums actually have wood shops at the museum. You go to a fast food restaurant, the countertops, all of that, a shop did that somewhere in Chicago, in the area. Picture framing shops, instruments, so it spans many different industries. I recently was at a training event last week in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I met an employee from a company who all they made were the floorboards for treadmills.
Wow.
And that was what that company did. Like, so it's little things like that you don't think about where this industry plays a role.
Okay. So like this table that we're sitting at.
Yeah,
Okay.
laminate, particle board underneath, plastic laminate on top, and actually, this is one of the things you learn how to make early on in the training, is how to apply plastic laminate onto substrates.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to go and let the viewers obtain the information so that they'll know where to come. It's at the Greater Westtown Training Partnership. It's the Woodworking Manufacturing Program. And we're located at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard, Chicago, Illinois, 60612. If you'd like to call, the phone number is 312-563-9507. There's 3 other contacts. There's Facebook, there's the World Wide Web, and you can also email them too. So there's a class that'll be starting for the woodworking program starting April 9th. You'll need to call and get registered if you want to take the class. That's April 9th, the woodworking class will be starting. So once again, we'll be flashing this information on the screen for you. But I'm going to go right back to Dunjima with just a couple of more questions, and then we have a guest student here for you. Okay?
Oh, they can call us now too if they're watching, right?
That's true. If you callers have any questions, don't hesitate. Pick up that phone, give us a call. We're here. Let us try and answer your questions and possibly take the information so that you can get registered for the up and coming class.
That number right there.
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
Dial it down.
312-738-1060.
Classes and seats are filling up, okay?
I know we got some callers out there.
Ring, ring. So, Dunjima, could you tell our viewers what a typical day would be like at Greater Westtown once they are in the program?
So, typical day. Classes are from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., which means you should get there at 6:30 a.m. No. You should get there. Make sure you get there in enough time that you're there to be ready to go in the shop at 8 o'clock. So what ends up happening is it's a 6.5 hour day. And for the majority of those 15 weeks in training, you're in the shop 4 hours from 8 a.m. to noon, getting hands-on instruction. And then you have a half-hour lunch. We typically set our day as you would be working in a shop. Most shops only give you a half-hour lunch. There may be a break, a morning or afternoon break mixed in there too, depending on the shop. And then after that, you are in classes for the remaining 2 hours in a classroom setting. And so how our program is designed, the majority of the time is hands-on in the shop, but then there are other classes that are needed. Shop math. Got to know how to count, got to know how to read a ruler. So we also have measurement class where we teach you how to read a tape measure. And the math, don't get too scared about that. Simple, we start off basic, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, lots of fractions, because we're reading rulers, and maybe a little bit of geometry, just a little bit, but nothing to get, to become nervous. I know lots of people don't like math, and it's been a while since they've been in a classroom setting, so.
Now, my other question is that I wanted to ask about the organization. Is it background friendly?
Like
A
ethnic
barrier.
heritage background? Or
No, like if, say, an individual had a background, a barrier that they think that might prevent them from getting into the program.
Oh, say for instance, maybe someone was incarcerated or maybe arrested or something like that. No, we generally find that this particular industry is open to people with backgrounds, and when we look at you and you come in and we're looking at, basically what we're looking at is, will someone hire you? Are you able to work? Are you willing to work? Do you want to work? And we have not had an issue with the woodworking training program as far as backgrounds being any limit to someone's employment after completion of the program.
Okay, great. So viewers, I'm going to flash the information for you again on the screen, and then after that, then we'll be letting you hear some questions and answers from our guest student, okay? So here we go. The information for the Greater Westtown Training Partnership for the Wood Product Manufacturing Training Program. We're located at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard, Chicago, Illinois, 60612. The phone number is 312-563-9570. There's 3 other forms of contacts that you can do or reach out in order to get in contact with the Greater Westtown. You have Facebook, you have the World Wide Web, and you also have the email information there in front of you. So call, make your reservations. The class is starting April 9th. The seats are filling up, so pick up that phone. It is no out-of-pocket expense to yourself for this program. Again, no out-of-pocket expense. In other words, free, F-R-E-E. Okay, so we're going to go back, and here I have with me Yolanda. She's one of our woodworking students. Hello, Yolanda, and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How are you enjoying the class?
I'm loving it.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Honestly, when I first started the program, I wasn't sure what to expect, but it has proven to be very interesting, and I've been enjoying it immensely.
Okay, so what led you to come to Greater Westtown?
Well, honestly, I was having difficulties. I had been trying to find a job for quite some time, and I was having difficulties finding even a basic job. So by the recommendation of somebody, I happened to come across your guys' program, and I went to, basically see what it was about, and after that,
So, good. So you're really liking the class and what you're learning?
Yes.
Do you feel intimidated at all by the power tools that you're using?
Okay, I will say this. When I first started the program, I was intimidated by several things. Math was one of the main things that I was really
uncomfortable with.
Exactly.
Okay.
I was kind of uncomfortable. It's never been a strong suit for me. I felt like it might be a problem. But
Okay, hold on just a sec. We have a caller. Caller, go ahead.
Oh, yes, I have a call. I Yeah, I'd like to know, I've been hearing your guest. I'd like to know what her plans are after she finishes the program.
Oh, you'd like to know what her plans are until she finishes the program?
Yeah, her plans for work.
Okay. Can you
Well,
answer that?
after graduation, I'm hoping that an employer will give me an opportunity to show what I've learned in the program.
That sounds great. I mean, with what I see in your attitude, I don't think that that would be a problem with someone scooping you up right away. My other question is do you have, do you expect any challenges after graduation since the caller had stated?
I've tried to basically think ahead and plan for anything that might be necessary, any adjustments that need to be made. But I think that I'm okay. I don't foresee any challenges in the future, like after the program. I'm hoping to just start working and get into it.
Okay, so gonna take you back again. What did you find most challenging about this particular program, if any?
Some of the challenges were, like I said, the math. But the one thing that I do appreciate about this program is its thoroughness. They are very thorough. Anything that you think that you might be lacking on, they train you. They provide the information needed. They give you very, like, it's hands-on, you know. So there's real, if you're listening to the information and, you know, following everything that they're telling you, like, you really can't go wrong.
Okay, so what would you tell the viewers out there about this program? Or, you know what, better yet, what would you tell the women out there about this program?
Don't be intimidated by this program. This is a wonderful program. Honestly, this is something that people pay for, you know, to like
To learn?
Yeah, to learn. I feel like it's a wonderful opportunity. There's a lot of, like, I didn't understand like exactly how much woodworking entailed. I really didn't. I limited it to, you know, construction or this or that. You know, I really didn't think of, you know, how
That it touches
expansive.
your life
Yeah.
just about everywhere.
And there's a lot of opportunities in this. There are. Everything that I was fearful of at first, I have no problems with now. I'm comfortable with the tools. I can do everything that the guys can do. I feel like it's a good fit, and I think that other women could benefit from this. It's free. You can't go wrong. Like
Absolutely.
it's a blessing in disguise, you know. I'm here actually right now because someone told me about this program, and I wish that I could just give back to somebody, you know, so that they can have opportunity.
In other
like
words,
this.
play it forward. So hopefully they'll see this, that they're watching, that they'll pick up the phone, make reservations, enroll in the program, and their opinions and their thoughts will be changed just like yours. But you sound like you're happy, you're in your zone, and you know what you're doing, and you're looking forward to graduation. So when is graduation for you guys?
May 4th.
Okay.
So it's coming soon. We're like midpoint in our training process, and I've already learned, like, it's halfway. I'm only halfway through the program, and I've learned so much.
That's
Like,
good. That's good to hear. So I'm going to go back to the information for the viewers, and I thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you.
Okay, so viewers, once again, here is the information that you need in order to enroll into the woodworking training program. It's the Greater Westtown Training Partnership. The location is 500 North Sacramento Boulevard, Chicago, Illinois, 60612. The phone number is 312-563-9570. You have 3 additional other contacts. You have Facebook, you have the World Wide Web, you have the email there in front of you. So don't forget to write this information down, or either just write down the number quickly and give us a call and make your reservations to come to an orientation. Again, it's the Greater Westtown Training Partnership, and we look forward to having you and enrolling in this class. So Dunjima, I know that we just have a few minutes, but I wanted to go back and ask you, when we were talking about safety, I know that there's safeties for each tool that you teach them to operate, but is there like a test on it? And if there is a test on it, what happens if they fail the test?
Yeah, so what we do is before you are allowed to use the machine, we give you a demonstration on how to safely operate it, what its main intent in terms of the design of the tool, and what it's designed to do, and then you do have to take a safety quiz, and you have to pass those safety quizzes in order to do that. So I think we have a caller.
Caller, go ahead.
So, I'm sorry if you all have probably already talked about this. I'm just tuning in. So what type of jobs can a person get after completing a training like this?
They can get a job as in making picture frames. They can get a job at a cabinetry shop that does cabinets for residential construction or even commercial construction. We've gotten people placed at shops that make instruments. Actually, one of the nation's largest shop manufacturers is located here in Chicago. We've gotten a number of people placed there. Making the wooden components that goes on harps. You can do that.
What about furniture?
Just furniture. Lots of furniture. Actually, I mean, there are a couple of shops here that all they do is restaurant seating, and that's what they do.
Caller, did that answer your question? I guess it did. Do we have another caller out there?
Talking about, hello?
Hi.
Hello, caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was listening and I saw the lady had she was talking about math, and it was being a little intimidating for her. What type of math is involved with that training program?
Arithmetic, basic subtraction, addition of fractions, multiplication and division of fractions. A little, we do cover the English or imperial system of measurement, feet and inches, mainly working with inches and metric conversion. So it's really basic like that. We do get into geometries, like geometries of a circle and figuring out areas, circumference, things like that. But it's really basic. We actually don't even touch pre-algebra, I want to say. Basically, things that are designed for you to be able to learn how to read a tape measure and to cut and measure. You know, there's a saying, you can measure twice, but only cut once. So, hope that answers your question.
I guess so.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
So with the safety.
with the safety?
Yeah, it's very extensive. You have to pass. If you don't pass it, we give you the exam over and over again, a different version, of course, until you get it right, because we want you to leave with all your limbs.
Okay. One more time, viewers, we're going to give you the information for the location, which is the Greater Westtown Training Partnership, located at 500 North Sacramento Boulevard, Chicago, Illinois, 60612. The phone number to dial is 312-563-9570. You have 3 contacts there in front of you: Facebook, World Wide Web, and the email address. So jot the number down, give us a call, get registered, get your seat for orientation. Tuesday at 8:45, we have a class that will be starting April 9th. Give us a call. There's still a few seats remaining. And thank you. Okay, Dunjima, so that just about wraps up our show. I want to thank you all for viewing and, watching and getting the information. Hope that you'll be able to use it and pass it on. And give them a call. It's a good program. Once again, it's free. Pick up the phone. Give them a call.
Thank you.
Thank you.